breakdowns in internal controls, unrecognized financial losses. The CEO and the CFO have to swear under Sarbanes-Oxley that internal controls are effective. And I thought, this will set the hook. This will get their attention. Then in the rest of the email, I told a story about how I'd been issuing warnings for a year and a half. The rates of defective mortgages had increased from 60 to in excess of 80%. And I called for an outside investigation. I said, come in here from the outside and investigate what's going on here. Because everybody here already knows. Well, you guys saw the 60 Minutes clip. I was stripped of all my responsibilities and told not to come back to the office. I went to the SEC. For 2 days, I told them what had gone on. I gave them over 1,000 pages of documents. And they got pretty excited. They said, Mr. Bowen, we are going to pursue this. And then TARP and the bank bailouts happened, and they not only buried my testimony, they locked it up. They continually refused to release, even as recently as 2 months ago. Under requests of Freedom of Information Act, they continued to refuse to release any of the pages of the 1,000 pages of documents that I gave to them, saying that they are confidential and trade secrets. So I guess that includes the fraudulent representations given to purchasers of mortgage-backed securities that I printed off the internet. Let's talk about the Congressional Commission. Congressional Commission is not a committee of Congress. It is a big deal, folks. I know I've seen some of you guys been as ancient as I am. I have vivid memories in high school of watching the Warren Commission hearings. Congress created the Financial Crisis Inquiry Commission, and they charged it with investigating what went on in the financial crisis. Was there wrongdoing involved? And they were supposed to report the results back to the American people. And I will tell you that I went and testified behind closed doors before the senior staff at the commission in February of 2010. But before I even got there, they had sent 2 of their investigators over to the SEC. And they had spent 2 days digging through the 1,000 pages of documents that I gave to the SEC. So when I got there, they already knew the story, but I told it to them anyway. And I gave them some additional stuff. And on March the 22nd, I received in the mail a formal invitation to testify in open hearing on April the 7th before the commission. And they said in the letter, besides your presentation, which will be carried on national television, give us written testimony. And they told me in the letter and inside conversations that I had up to 30 pages of written testimony to give them. And they told me what to put in there that I had told them behind closed doors. They also wanted me to submit it by March the 29th. And folks, I knew the commission was operating on the cheap. They wanted me to make the copies for them.